Sinners is written and directed by Ryan Coogler and stars Michael B. Jordan, Miles Caton, and Hailee Steinfeld. Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. I love Ryan Coogler as a filmmaker. Fruitvale Station is a really realistic depiction of a real-life event that was dark, and I think it was well portrayed in that regards, and how it told a story about one man's life leading to his end, and how that caused a very visceral reaction from the public. Creed is one of my favorite Rocky films of all time, probably is my favorite. Black Panther 1, one of my favorite MCU films of the Infinity Saga. I thought it was very emotionally impactful and resonant with its themes, and has great performances and overall really good storytelling that invoked such a reaction from the overall general audience that it became a cultural phenomenon. In Black Panther 2, while dealt a bad hand with the passing of Chadwick Boseman, I thought Ryan Coogler did a really good job with its directing, presentation, music, and overall themes that carried on from the previous film, and in some ways improved on some aspects of the previous movie as well, even though I think overall it wasn't as good as the first Black Panther. So now with Ryan Coogler now making his first original feature, I was excited. I stayed away from as many trailers as possible. I tried to go into this film with an open mind, a clear mind, and once I came out of the film the other day, I have to say, this is what cinema is supposed to be. This is what movies should strive to be. Stories that take you and transport you into another realm, into another world, that invokes such emotions like fear, sadness, anger, happiness, and has you infatuated with its music, its characters, and the way it tells a story. I thought was brilliant. Michael B. Jordan as these two brothers, I think he did a fantastic job making these two performances feel distinct from one another and making these characters feel like two separate entities. I didn't think that they just edited Michael B. Jordan in the same shot. These really do feel like two separate people in the same scene, and that was all due to Michael B. Jordan's brilliant acting here. Hailee Steinfeld as well, I thought was really good here and has really great chemistry with Michael B. Jordan. But Miles Caton, who plays this preacher boy in this film, is my favorite performance out of anyone here. Not only is his singing brilliant and invokes such emotion, his overall acting in general is incredible. The fact that he was able to be in the same room with Michael B. Jordan and at many times steal the scene just blows my mind. He felt realistic. He felt like a kid who was out of his depth, and I thought that his character overall and the way he portrayed it was really fascinating. As for the direction by Ryan Coogler himself, I think this is probably his best directed work out of any of his films. The way he was able to portray the 1800s and this time period, I thought was really well done. It felt really natural the way every character acts here, every person acts, the way the sets are built, how it's lit, like the saturation, the color, the vibrancy of it all just pops out of you. It felt like you're watching an actual movie. It doesn't feel like this desaturated, gray look that most movies tend to have now. There is color here, there is contrast, and it all serves to tell the story. The lighting is very purposeful at many points of the film that invokes such emotions of dread, and the vampire stuff near the end wasn't what I expected, because I thought it was going to be like a horror film, but that's not what this movie is at all. It's hard to try and be vague here without giving spoilers, because there's so much I want to talk about here, but if you haven't seen Sinners, you need to. Because I'm just trying to like stay away from being as spoilery as possible. Like the only thing I knew here from the very beginning was like there are vampires and Michael B. Jordan and a few town folks are trying to fight against them. But it's nothing like that. There's a few themes that the movie tried to explore that actually work to tell its story really well and have a bit more of an emotional impact than it would have had otherwise. And I think by the end, the way it ties all these themes around was really smart and really impactful in terms of how it progresses some of the characters and how they end up at the end of the film from where they began. Just all in all, Sinners was a triumph of a film. The music, it's euphoric. It feels purposeful. It fits the time period it's set in, but also near the end invokes a few more themes and tunes from other generations from future and past that really resonates with the rest of the film and what its themes and what it's trying to tell. Just all in all, if you haven't seen Sinners, just please go watch Sinners. It is incredible. It's one of the best films of the year. It's my favorite film of the year so far, and I hope by next year's Oscars it's going to take a few home, not just for its music but for its acting as well. I'm going to give Sinners an A+. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.